Alright, welcome back, and today's demo slash tutorial is going to be on lighting. So I'm not going to get very advanced with lighting, but I'm going to just talk about the very basics of just lighting a level. So as you see, my level is currently black except for some glowing emissive textures, my button, my slime, my door button. I think I left the light on in here. Light's on in here, little yellow light to light up my processing pump room of slime. So we're starting with black. So the basic thoughts on this are figure out your central lighting source. Is it going to be the slime river? Is it going to be light bulbs? Is it going to be the sun casting from a particular direction? That is the number one choice thing you want to think of first. So I'm going to say most of my lighting is going to come from the slime river, but I'm also going to have accents for our on multiple spots, as you saw with that room, on the entrance here, which is pitch black right now. So I'm going to add a few extra lights, but I want to try and keep this short because some of my videos are getting long, and I know they can drag on, which we don't want them to do. So let's get right to work, and let's take a look at our concept art first. So this is what our concept art looks like. It looks like pretty much all the lighting is coming from this river. So I also want to put the light accents here of a cool light, but I also made a hole in the wall here since we can't see it and I get to do what I want over here. I have some light from the outside casting in. And I'll accent where necessary. So let's get started. So right away I'm just going to start with some point lights. Drag and drop them in, just basic default lights. Let's get them near the river first. Let's get them to be a little bit pink. I'm just leaving everything default for now. So the color will get a little bit pink. I'm thinking not too pink. And it doesn't show any pink at all. Let's make sure it shows pink. Oh, that's the broom light. This is going to be super pink. Take it down a bit. So we have to pick if we want to cast shadows. That's a big thing. Whoops. I'm setting the default lighting. That's what I'm screwing up. Look at that. Back to white. Light details. Here we go. So make sure you're in the details of the light. There we go. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can see it affect it in real time. It's getting a little confused there. That seems like a good start. The casting shadows, I'm going to say no for now. Then I'm going to pick later, so I don't have tons of lights overlapping. And I think I just want 3 or 4 main pink lights. I think that's a good one to start here. Copy paste. I'm going to put one down here on the bend so they don't overlap too much. Copy paste. I'm going to put one over here at my slime pool and dripping puddle. And I might put another one by these area where the grates are. And I'm not sure if I'll make that attenuation bigger or smaller on this one. Alright, let's hit start and see how it looks. Well, we're not going to see the whole picture until we build it. So build. This is very exciting. So overlapping too many casting shadow lights will X them out. That means they're not going to work. Limit your cast shadows, and again, choose your ultimate first source, the main source of lighting. I'm going with the slime tunnel. Apply now. Alright, good start. This is obviously being affected by the light in the room here, which is okay. If you have secondary light sources coming through, it's okay. The floor is looking pretty black here. I'm not sure if that's good or bad yet. But the main light source is there. There's a lot of black over here. but we haven't even got to the other light sources. Alright, so it's just a general good start. I might make it bigger because you can't see the ceiling at all. So it really does need to light up the room more with just these main lights. So there we go. You can see it affecting the ceiling more. Same with this one. There we go. It's creeping into the other side of the pillars. And then this one too. Maybe we'll push it a little bit this way to affect. There we go. Now we're starting to see the room as a whole. Alright, so let's also add an entrance light, which I'm going to say is similar to this room light. It's nothing more than a point light that has more of a traditional old school light bulb color, that yellowish color, which is becoming less and less common in the world. So let's put one in here. Yep, it's the yellow one. And yet, bring in that attenuation so it stays within here. I don't see anything affecting it though. Why is that? Alright, let's build. Sometimes the real-time lighting, what you see on your viewport, doesn't really take effect. And definitely you're not going to see anything close to the final lighting until you build. So there we go. As demonstrated by what I just said, you couldn't see anything. That's not too bad. Oh, I don't like the back being so lit up. Maybe I could bring the attenuation in a little bit. Well, I should probably have a more creative ending to this. This is pretty bad. There's a face sticking through. And this probably should be a gate with stairs continuing on. I don't like just a big dead end. Alright, that's good for now. What else would we have over here are I have two little light sources that come from the concept image. There's one blue light, and I'm just assuming there's another one over here, so I'm going to put one in. And then the light casting here I have from a hole in the wall. So let's do those three lights. And this one is nothing more than another point light. But we're going to go opposite. Let's put them close to the light fixture, like they're coming from that. But let's make them a little bit cool. Not too saturated though. See if we see anything showing up. Ah, we sure do. Whoa, and it's casting shadows, which that's like an ominous shadow right there. Well, that's a cool shape. Right now I'm leaving the cast shadows on. So let's do that one. I have a feeling it's going to be too bright though. Then I have another light over here. But let's make this one take down the intensity a bit. I don't want that corner to stand out so much. Like, hey, look at that brightly lit corner. Let's go in there. Take it down. And the third light I need is a spotlight to come through my hole in the wall, which we can't even see right now because it's pitch black. Spotlight. Got to turn on wireframe because I can't even see. There's my hole in the wall, which is nothing more than a subtractive brush going through two walls. And then I added another subtractive brush here to cut all the way through this super thick wall, but then because it was adding strange polys in there, polys were popping and getting into weird situations, I added a hollow cylinder in there to just cover it up. Super fast, super easy. Bring that up, whoops. Let's bring this up a little bit more. Let's play with the radius, make it really big. Bring in the angle. See what the lighting shows up for here. Whoa, we don't see anything. Oh, there we go. To bring it down a little bit. May have to do a spotlight and a point light here. I don't know if the spotlight's going to work well enough. Let's put a little bit of warmth on it towards the yellows because it's coming from the sun. Or I'm assuming it's coming from the sun. Ooh, that's too yellow. How much yellow went in there? Just a little bit of warmth. A little bit, a little bit. Alright, let's do a build and check. So I'm focused on the main lighting sources. I'm not putting 17 lights in every corner. I'm trying to cover a large area with the main sources of light. Hole in the wall, 2 fixed lights on the wall, a hanging light in my entryway, and a hanging light in my generator room. Or pumping room, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely too dark in here, but let's just play. Whoa! Didn't I put a light in here? Can't even see it. Well, the main room's starting to take shape. This looks pretty good in here. Got some good details. I can see everything. It's a little bit bland because this is so bright. I think these areas need to be brighter because the pink is so bright and it's not casting onto anything else. And this doesn't look that good. We really need that whole section to be casting more light. These look pretty good. So let's improve this and this area over here and try and heighten the pink. Maybe this one for sure. There's so much here. And I might have to add another yellow light here so you feel the yellow casting through this. Because even though you're not going to directly get affected by this, in reality, light reflects and bounces off objects. So, wow, what happened to this? Did I turn this off or something? Intensity's still up. Is it overlapping with something? Doesn't like each other? That is weird. Let's delete that. This one's still working. Oh no, this one got zapped too. What happened? Oh my goodness, I never applied my lighting. There we go. Ah, it's better. Applied lighting. That's a good thing to do. See, I make mistakes for you guys so you can realize that mistakes you make, everybody makes. Alright, that looks way better. This looks like more what we were seeing. Okay, now we're getting closer. I still think this needs a lot more intense light over here. And I want to have that yellow natural light casting over here. This shouldn't be black. The blue should probably not be that blue. I don't want it to be that blue. And this will look good. I think when I put a grate there and I put the stairs, making it look like it goes up and there's light casting out, kind of like this hole here. So that'll be fine. In this room, we don't have much to check. That looks fine. So we're really just shooting for the overall lighting level. We're not going for super high-end detail. And these blacks are hindering it a lot. I think the blue's too intense. So let's just improve 2 things. Grab, copy, paste. I'm going to put another one here. No cast shadows. Bring in the attenuation. So it mostly affects this area here. Amp it up. So it looks like it's coming from this dripping ball. And then let's take a little more blue out of this. I don't like the blue. Too much blue. It's getting a little too cotton candy, which is great for Candyland, the game, but not our slime level, or at least not my vision of a slime level. So copy paste. Actually, you know, yeah, I'll do that. Let's put this guy over here. So we're gonna have this natural light bouncing around in here more. It's coming down here. It's a warm yellow. And that might be too yellow. And let's make the attenuation much bigger. Oh, that's just brightness. We'll stick that for a minute. Might be a little too shiny for right there, but no cast shadows. Alright, let's do that. Was there one other one I had to do? That one, that one, that one. Build light. And this time we'll wait to apply the lighting instead of getting impatient. Apply now. Video game sound in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Did it work? Didn't see a huge change. It looks like my... Ah, what happened? This light keeps going out. This one's fine. Why is this one going out? Oh, it's not even there. Oh, I didn't. That's what happened. Last time I deleted it. Didn't undo it. I thought it undid it. Because when we hit apply, it looked accurate. Alright, simple fix. Let's get this guy over here. Take the attenuation down a little bit. That's probably too small. Let's see it updating though. Build! Mistakes are good in demos. If I do it perfectly, and you guys make mistakes, it's like, ah! Why did I make that mistake? His was perfect. Ah, there we go. Just doesn't work that way. There's always mistakes to be made. And being patient and figuring out how you made the mistakes and how to fix it is one of the most crucial skills you can have as a game designer, game developer, environment artist, whatever you want to do. Alright, that's a pretty good start. That probably could be a lot brighter. That doesn't look very good, but I'm going to say that's a detail. So that would be phase 1 of lighting. Actually, I'd probably tone down this yellow a little bit, because now it's dominating the pink over here. But I like how this looks like it's coming out from up here. If this was much brighter, it needs to have like a real dominant light source, at least from the edge here. But it looks good casting here and then like it's bouncing out this way. Probably could tone this down another 20%. Let's do that real quick. It's starting to dominate the... I like how it brightened up the front of these, but at the same time it... Let's try that for the last build lighting. If you notice here, I have two kiosks. This one being the original static mesh I created using brushes. And as you see all the ridges and everything, and this is the one I brought into Maya and just smoothed out the edges and fixed some lighting issues. This one doesn't have too many lighting issues. I just wanted to play with it in Maya and show the difference. And this pillar here as well, I brought into Maya and reset the pivot to be on the bottom. Made sure I reset the UVs a little bit because there were some black things happening, some strangeness up at the top here, and I just brought it in. I'm going to do that in another tutorial. So let's see our final look. Alright, that's better. Alright, that's a good first pass. Definitely a good first pass. So as we go, we'll keep adding more, we'll keep tuning our lights, keep adding more functionality through the mission. And I believe at this point I'm going to be on Popcorn Trail number 3. And we will be talking about how to make this drip and get closer to finishing our mission, which is getting into here and boop, 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 working with the control panel and understanding where the source of the slime is. Obviously it's from here, and finishing our mission. Alright, I will see you in, if you're watching this in some kind of order, Popcorn Trail number 3 would be next, but if you haven't watched the first two, make sure you watch the first two. Alright, bye bye.